Hello, everybody. My name is Jackson. Third time's the charm. I've been recording this 3 times now. My cat has interrupted every single one of them, making them worse than the last. But, new series! Yes. I don't know what to call it. I'll probably come up with a name next episode, which will probably be sometime. But yes, this will be not like Days of Our Rulers. That's more comedy oriented. It's not going to be like the food review, which is also comedy oriented. This is going to be more of a serious thing. I mean, this episode won't be serious because it's talking about oil. Yes, that I was not lying in that intro video, but it's going to be great. Basically, I will do a rundown of what the series is going to be like. Basically, there will be gameplay in the background. And then normally, someone will just send me in a YouTube comment or in an email, basically saying what they want me to talk about. Maybe it's a mental health issue. Maybe your house just got 9/11. Maybe your, I don't know, sister gets beheaded by ISIS on national television and you don't know what to do. Basically, all I'm going to do is give my random advice from a 19-year-old, and hopefully that my advice is actually pretty okay. Now, today we're going to start out with oil. Now, I did my research on this. Yeah, you didn't think that. But yes, I did my research on this. I have learned that oil, the stocks have been way down. Yes. If you buy oil right now, you're going to lose a lot of money. It has had its worst quarter of all time in all the history of all stock markets. So do not buy oil right now. I mean, you could, but it's projected to have an even worse year than any other year. See, the year before, the worst year was when quarantine happened, because not a lot of people were driving and not a lot of people were just using oil in general, because oil is mostly used in cars. So it had its worst year ever. But then it picked back up. It had a gigantic year in 2021 because quarantine got lifted. People were starting to drive again. And it was a perfect time for oil, right? If you bought it at the end of quarantine, at the end of 2020, you would have made a crap ton of money in 2021. I will tell you that. But now we're back on it again. Now, simultaneously, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be looking up. Hopefully you didn't hear that. I have on my Opera GX. Yes, it's a browser. I have every single time I type or click a tab, it has a metal pipe falling noise. So hopefully you don't hear that. I bet you won't. But simultaneously, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be looking up things just to make sure I have them correct. But I do know this is the worst year they've had in oil history. So if you didn't know, I'll do some background information. America does not supply our own oil. I think that's insane, right? Because everyone makes memes about us, like, destroying countries for oil. But we wouldn't have to destroy any countries if we already had our own oil. Yeah, exactly. You know I'm right. Whole world knows I'm right. Joe Biden, get me a job. But Russia, Saudi Arabia, and China, for some odd reason, are the main suppliers of oil. Now look, Saudi Arabia, I understand, right? That's where most of the memes come from. China, on the other hand. Now look, I don't know much about China. All I know is that they used to be a communist party. I think they still are. And they work their children to death making IKEA sharks for every single day. That's all I know. Now, are the children actually making the oil? No clue. I mean, they could be. We don't know. I'm really sounding like Alex Jones right now. But we don't know if the little children are working their butts off to make oil for everyone else. All I imagine is that a little 5-year-old girl is on top of that oil rig and it blows up and her limbs get scattered everywhere, and all the Chinese people, they're like, yeah, whoa, yeah, baby, whoa. Yeah, that's what I imagine. because China is so messed up. But hey, man, what can you do? But Russia is also a big oil contributor, I guess. I don't know the word for it. I'm not gonna look it up because I've already done this 3 times and I don't want to do it a fourth. But yes, Russia, China, and Saudi Arabia are the big oil barons right now, and Russia is saying that until quarter 4, it's probably going to get worse. And quarter 4, if you don't know, is like fall and winter, the end of the year. I don't know in the entire world why you wouldn't know that. I'm sorry, I had to adjust my earbuds. But look, man, some people don't even know that like girls have 3 holes down there. I bet you didn't. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Some people don't. Can you believe that? But enough stalling. Let's get into the news. So, what I have open here is oilprice.com. Under the article, "The oil price collapse continues after brief respite." It has a picture of a bear and a stock market thing. By the stock market thing, I mean the arrows that go up and down, because I'm a little baby and all I know is arrows. Anyways, I will read you some of it. The oil price crash appeared to have been halted on Thursday after the Swiss central bank stepped in to save Credit Suisse. I definitely pronounced that wrong, but who cares? And the energy ministers of Russia and Saudi Arabia met to signal a willingness to intervene if the collapse continued. On Friday morning, however, prices headed lower once again. As you can see, should not buy oil right now. I would wait until it gets even worse, because then you will get a gigantic profit. Now, if you don't know anything about the stock market, which I'm guessing some of you do not, big arrow go up, you buy. Then, when big arrow get too big, go down, you sell. Now, if it go down too low, you buy, because then it go up all the way. You saw the exact same thing happen with GameStop. It went super low. A bunch of people on Reddit were like, wouldn't it be funny if we bought it? They bought a crap ton of it. It went up because a crap ton of people bought it. And then it became a huge scandal because a lot of the people on Squawk Box did not know what was happening. But Redditors did. Anyways. Friday, March 17th, 2022. That is approximately 5 days before I am recording this. In one of the most tumultuous weeks in recent years for oil markets, oil prices are on a course to post a more than 10% loss. If you guys don't know, that is huge. The oil price collapse took a breather on Thursday as the Swiss National Bank stepped in to save Credit Suisse, while Saudi Arabia and Russia signaled a willingness to intervene. Bearish sentiment is difficult to shake off, however, and prices continued lower on Friday morning. So, this is kind of insane, you know. Oil is one thing I always love to talk about. John D. Rockefeller is literally one of my favorite people on the planet, and I wish they could have kept him in a monopoly. But, sadly, they did not. But enough, I keep getting off track. But there is a lot of oil out there. There is LNG, ExxonMobil, Imperial Oil, Shell, Respal, Credit Suisse, Rio Tinto. Do I know any of these? No. All I know is that oil is going to continue going down. The stock market is like a roller coaster. Right now, it is going super fast down a gigantic tunnel where you get vertigo and you see one kid in front of you throw up, and all the throw up goes into your hair, and then you absolutely have a horrible time at Kennywood. This has not happened to me. I'm just saying something that has happened, that what a roller coaster would experience. But sometimes it goes up, and you get a nice little view of the whole park, and you're on cloud nine because you have a crap ton of money. But what can I say? Right now, it is going down that tunnel. Someone will throw up soon, but I would say when you think you see the light of the tunnel, that is the time to buy. Now, like I said, I am 19. I don't know a crap ton about the stock market, but what I do know is the time to buy and the time to sell. That's really all I do know. I also know that big arrow go up and big arrow go down. But that's basically it. That's the whole thing. What I'm just going to do now is basically say what we're going to do next episode. Just comment down below. Send me an email. The email will be in my channel description. I think so. I will write a comment down below if that's not what it is, or I'll put it in my description if that's not what it is. But basically just say what you want to see next episode. Like, say you want to talk about that Chinese girl that had her limbs blown up and torn into pieces. Say if you want to talk about 9/11. Say if you want to talk about the Tiananmen Square massacre. Say you just want to talk about me shutting up and writing a script for the next time. Go ahead. I will pick one, or I will pick all of them and talk about them in the next episode. But for now, the end has come. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe. Comment down below, like I said, what you want to see next. Click that notification bell so you can actually know when my videos are coming out. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, and peace out, my bronies.